hanggang sa tuluyan niya.
Sir,
I'll just finish this.
yeah,
please.
yeah, for a while, for a while.
Sub judice, Your Honor.
Let me remind you, so that this hearing is not questioning the issuance of warrant.
Yes,
of
I'll
arrest
just
of-
finish this. It has
Pastor
a direct
Tumuloy.
connection. Please,
Yeah.
let me finish.
Yeah. But please listen to me, please, first. What the purpose of this hearing is to determine if there is really overkill in the implementation of the warrant of arrest. Yun lang man ang purpose ito. We are not, wala kami alam kung
Sir, there is
ano yung
direct
background,
connection.
bakit nagkakaso.
There is direct. Just let me finish,
Okay,
Mr. Chairman.
Sige,
Your Honor, I think
Please,
that,
please, tatapusin ko lang. You will have
that
your
is
time.
sub
You will have
judice,
your
Your Honor.
time.
Sub judice, that goes into the very merits of the
You will have
case.
your time, Attorney Torion.
Yes, I know that,
It is
Your Honor,
part of
but
the
that is
transcript of
improper,
the Senate.
Your Honor. That is improper.
Order. Order.
This is my speech. You
Yeah,
cannot tell me what is improper.
Yeah,
This is
order. I am the chairman. Please listen to me. Let us have an orderly conduct of hearing. So please, sir, kaya kita sinabihan, the purpose of this hearing is to determine kung indeed merong overkill yung implementation ng warrant of arrest. We are not, hindi
Sir.
natin tackle dito kung anong background, bakit nagkakaroon.
Sir, may
No,
direct
wala.
connection po, sir.
Yes,
Please
alam
let
ko,
me
alam ko,
finish.
it's going to connect. But I'm just reminding you, and I don't want to deprive you of your opening statement. You can continue. But pakinggan mo muna yung sinasabi ko na the very purpose of this is to determine if there is overkill.
Thank
That's
you.
all.
Thank
That's
you,
all.
Mr.
You
Chairman.
can continue. You
Yeah.
can continue.
Tatapusin ko lang po ito. Anyway, this is part of the record of the Senate. Wala akong iniimbento. Lahat po ito'y galing din dito to. Noong itutuloy na kung na dapat ang pagmamasahe, tumayo siya at umupo sa harap ko. Sinimulan niyang tanggalin ang butones ng t-shirt ko hanggang natuluyan niyang tinanggal ang buong t-shirt ko. Noong nakahiga na ako, pumaibabaw sa akin si Kibuloy. Gusto kong sumigaw ng tulong at tanungin kung ano ang ginagawa niya. Pero naalala ko na bawal akong mag-question. Nanginginig na ang katawang ko sa takot at nakatitig lang ako sa kisame. Pinipigilan ko na ang mga luha ko dahil sobra akong nagulat at walang magawa. Pagkatapos ay tuluyan na akong pinagsamantalahan ni Apollo Kibuloy. Noong siya ay natapos na, pumunta ako sa CR. Tulala pa rin ako. Nakatitig lang sa kisame. At dito nagsimula akong umiyak.
Point of order, Your Honor.
Nais
Thank
ko
you
lang
much.
bigyang
order.
diin na minor pa ako noong nangyari ang mga ito. Bakit ko sinasabi ito? Pakinggan natin ang akusasyon. Kung hindi totoo ito, okay, may karapatan siya sabihin niya hindi totoo. Pero kung totoo ito, dapat lamang siyang managot sa batas. At dapat lamang gawin namin ang katungkulan namin. Alam kong binababoy ako, okay lang yun. Pero huwag gawin ang bata nito.
Order
Yun lang po,
order.
yun lang
Yeah.
po, Mr. Chair.
For the record, the chair would like to express that yung lahat na sinabi ni Secretary Abalos were taken up in the previous hearing of the other committee. So that was already recorded in the Senate. So tapos ka na, sir? Okay na, sir?
Hindi pa ho eh.
Ha?
May sasabihin yata si ayaw niya akong patapusin eh.
Your Honor, the point of order being that I think Secretary Abalos is a lawyer. That is actually sub judice, Your Honor. It is precisely the subject now of court trial before RTC Quezon City as well as RTC Pasig City. To quote directly from the declarations of an alleged complainant, Your Honor, would be delving into the merits of the case, which is no longer the issue in this case, because the issue in this case is whether or not there was excessive force in the implementation of the warrant of arrest. We are not into looking as to whether or not the allegations of one alias Amanda was true or not. That is subject within the jurisdiction of the court, because those cases have already been discussed and dismissed by the City Prosecution's Office of Davao City, and that has been pending before the Department of Justice for 4 years. Well, it was resolved, and our motion for reconsideration now, Your Honor, is still pending before the DOJ, even if warrants of arrest have already been issued against my client. So it would be unfair, Your Honor, to quote direct from the allegations in the affidavits, because that is sub judice, Your Honor.
Mr.
And Attorney Avalos knows that.
Mr. Chairman, please. Sana nakikinig.
Secretary Abalos. The chair rules that this committee is focused on investigating the subject at hand, which is the alleged overkill in the implementation of the warrant of arrest. So please, if I am asking Secretary Abalos if those issues that you are pointing is not connected to the investigation, please refrain from doing so.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry for my voice. Okay. Sana nakikinig lang, Mr. Chair, si Atty. Torion sa sinabi ko. Hindi ko sinasabing guilty ang kanyang kliyente. Klaro naman ang sinabi ko. He is deemed to be innocent until his guilt is proven. At ito po'y nasa korte ngayon. Kaya nga sinabi ko, mas mabuti sumuko na siya, magpakita na siya, at siya rin nagsasabi, nasa hearing ito para maklaro lahat. Because these are very serious allegations. And it's already people of the Philippines may warrant, hindi ba, Atty. Torion? May warrant. Oh,
Sir,
may warrant.
Please, order. Please, walang personal na confrontation dito. Please address all your statements to the chairman. Lahat ng sabihin ninyo, i-address nyo sa chairman and not to each other.
if I may, Your Honor, if I may.
Yes.
The problem with the statements of Secretary Abalos, he being a lawyer, is that he quoted verbatim the allegations in the affidavit complaint, which is now actually on trial before 2 courts, Your Honor. So that is clearly improper, because the issue in this case is not the validity, the truthfulness, veracity of the contents of the affidavit complaint. What we are talking here is whether or not the use of force employed by the PNP in the service of such warrant was excessive. So therefore, to quote verbatim the allegations in the affidavit complaint, I think Attorney Abalos knows that it is improper in a Senate proceeding. That is proper during the trial of the case, Your Honor. And that is also unfair on the part of Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy, who cannot actually also state his portion. The fact that even the date, September 1 of 2014, was not even the tribute to the king. It was actually August 29, 2014. And that in itself is untruthful. And the fact that she was allegedly forced, we could not say here that her father was in fact present during that time. And she did not even report that to his father or to her father, Your Honor. All of these matters, Your Honor, the merits of the case, specifically the actual allegations in the affidavit complaint, should not be stated, because those are uncalled for and are not covered by the investigation of the Senate, Your Honor. That is
Mr. Chair, may I comment?
ordinary rules of fairness.
No.
Let him finish.
I will just
Secretary Abalos, let him finish. You have your time.
Ordinary rules of fairness and decency require that, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, may I?
Okay, you can respond, Secretary Abalos.
Mr. Chair, sana nakikinig lang siya, no? I mean, lahat naman tayo may tenga at naka-record to. Klarong-klaro sinabi ko, hindi ko sinight yung nasa kaso. Ang sinight ko yung dito sa Senado mismo. Dito yung hearing ni Senator Ontiveros ang sinight ko. Kaya nga yung sinasabi niya akusasyon, sana sumuko na. Sabihin mo sa kliyente mo, sumuko na, Mr. Chair. Please, I'm just asking you as an officer of the court para maklaro, precisely so that we can hear his side.
with due respect,
Before you respond, Attorney Torion, I would like to say na yung sinasabi ninyo is you may claim it as relevant to the issue at hand, but it is not germane to the investigation that we are conducting right now. So it has already been recorded in the Senate hearings. So I think there's no use of for this investigation. It's not germane already.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, go ahead.
if I might finish kasi hindi ko pinatapos kaya hindi pa ako tapos kanina. Tatapusin ko lang. Pabayaan yung tapusin ko bakit ito may relasyon. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Bakit ito may relasyon? Klarong-klaro na huminto ang investigasyon. Huminto ang kaso. Sinasabi ni Atty. Torion ng side ng kliyente niya, hindi tuloy masabi. Huminto ang investigasyon sa Senado. Huminto sa RTC Pasig, RTC Davao. Nakakagulo ngayon ng pulis para hanapin siya. Hanggang ngayon, hinahanap po siya. Ngayon, hinahanap ito, sasabihin natin, excessive force, lahat po ginagamit. Masisisi ang pulis. Pero, dinidian ng pulis, hanapin si Pastor Kibuloy, hanapin siya. My dear friends, Mr. Chair, this has a direct correlation. Bakit? Because ang akusasyon na binasa ko calls for a direct answer. Totoo ba ito, Pastor, o hindi? Kung totoo, sige. Inosente ka. Pero kung ito'y hindi totoo, bilang ama, hindi dapat mangyari kung sino mang anak niya nangyari ito. Hindi dapat mangyari ito maski sa kapatid niya. Yun lang ho, hustisya lang. Dapat malaman natin ang totoo dito. Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Chair.
Thank you, Secretary Balos. You want to respond?
Good morning po.
Ms.
Good morning po
Cardona?
sa lahat. Mr.
Yeah, go ahead.
Chair, Senator Robin, sa lahat po na nandito. Maraming salamat sa muling pagdinig ngayon regarding po doon sa ang pinatawag itong committee na to, kung totoo bang excessive force po yung ginamit noong June 10, which even the former President PRRD said it would be recorded in history as a day of infamy because they attacked our compound unnecessarily using excessive force. Nagkataon lang, hindi nila nagawa yun kay Pastor, kaya they were not successful in doing so. Alam na natin po yung nangyari. Ang pangalawang tanong dito sa hearing na to, kung tama ba, legal ba yung bounty na 10 million para kay Pastor na hindi pa po siya convicted sa korte, yung binasa ng DILG, masakit pakinggan. Kasi walang katotohanan. Alam namin yon. Personally, 40 years kaming kasama ni Pastor. Kahit isa sa allegation na binasa ni Secretary Abalos dito sa Senado, sa korte nang galing, malicious bastos yon nang galing sa bibig niya. Sabihin ko rin, kasi nga allegation yon, walang katotohanan in behalf of the kingdom. Ang ngayon sa korte, pwede babalikan natin. Although bastos nga si Senator Abalos sa sinabi niya, kasi kinote niya yon, dito sa committee, hindi naman kasali, malicious nga, pwede po balikan natin kung excessive ba yung force na ginamit nung June 10 kasi nandito yung ground commanders at kung legal ba ang pagpatong ng 10 million pesos sa ulat. Sinabi pa ni Secretary Abalos na wala siyang nahawakang pera, meron lang daw tumulong. Di ba ang tanong namin noon, sino itong private citizen na tumulong para mahuli si Pastor? May galit ba siya kay Pastor? Meron ba siyang, gusto ba niyang kunin si Pastor at patayin si Pastor? Kasi when you put the bounty of 10 million pesos sa ulo ng isang tao na hindi convicted na kahit anumang korte dito sa pamahalaan o dito sa ating bansa, yun nga, mas masahol pa siya sa pinakamasahol na terorista at killer dito sa bansa. And Pastor Kibuloy, hindi pa siya convicted. Di ba sinabi na namin balik-balik kay Pastor? Meron na nakikialam na Amerika. O yan, sinabi din ni Secretary Abalos na conspiracy. Sa Amerika nanggaling yung korte. Yung kaso, dinala dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya lang naman ang sabi lang talaga ni Pastor, haharapin niya ito. Haharapin niya. Kahit sa ang korte, haharapin ni Pastor. Gusto ni Pastor Kibuloy, harapin itong kasong to para matapos ng kasinungalingan. alam, kilala namin si Amanda, nakakahiyaman, babae siya, pinotektahan namin siya para hindi siya mapahiya sa mga allegations niya. Pero ganito kabastos itong dito sa Senado, tapos gaganon nila aming pastor.
Please,
We're gonna take it sitting down.
tone
Okay.
down your
So
voice.
sir,
Tone down your
oh,
voice.
kasi ganun din si Apalos. So sir ha,
Mr. Chair.
balikan natin yung excessive ba, nandito yung ground commanders. Gusto lang po
Yeah,
namin matapos
yeah.
yun.
Before I recognize Secretary Abalos, POJ, can you respond? Is putting a 10 million bounty on the head of Pastor Kibuloy legal? Yan ang tanong natin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
First of all, let's just make a distinction between the term bounty and the term reward.
Okay, reward.
This is a
Reward.
reward, not a bounty. A bounty is for people who should be arrested because they are convicts of a crime or they have outstanding warrants of arrest. This reward covers many things, not just the arrest, but information on the whereabouts of the various accused, no? Kasama na din po doon si Pastor Kibuloy. Naghain po kami ng opinion sa committee na to. At doon sa opinion, sinabi naman namin doon na legal ang pag-alok ng pabuya o ng reward sa mga individual na makakabigay ng impormasyon upang maaresto na makakatungo sa aresto ng isang tao. Bakit po ito legal? Unang-una, kasama ito sa trabaho namin sa justice sector. Dapat namin ipatupad ang mga criminal laws natin at hindi ito mapapatupad kung ang mga akusado ay hindi matatagpuan. Bukod doon, maliwanag naman sa ating sistema na hindi bawal ang pabuya para mahanap ang isang akusado at madala sa husgado ang isang akusado. Kumbaga, marami pang ang batas na malinaw doon na maaring magbigay ng pabuya sa mga tao na nagbibigay ng impormasyon. Kasama dito ang National Internal Revenue Code, ang Customs Modernization Act, ang Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act. At di namin na-cite sa aming opinion, kasama din ng Anti-Terror Act dito. So kumbaga, hindi lang bawal magbigay ng pabuya. May mga batas talaga tayo na nagsasabi na maaari magbigay ng pabuya.
Okay, next question. Kung ang pabuya, how about the source of the reward? Legal ba na manggagaling sa mga private individuals or it should come from government funds?
Wala namang distinction sa mga batas natin sa source, no? Sa source ng pera na magagamit bilang pabuya. At kumbaga ang mga pribadong mamamayan, may role din sila sa ating justice sector. Kumbaga may 5 pillars of the justice sector, no? Kasama dito ang law enforcers, ang prosecution, ang korte, ang mga kulungan, at kasama din ang komunidad. At nasa interest din ng ating mga mamamayan na maipatupad ang ating mga criminal laws. So para sa amin sa Department of Justice, wala pong masama kung magaling sa mga pribadong individual ang salapi na gagamitin para sa pabuya.
Go ahead, Senator Robin Hood Padilla.
Maraming salamat po, Chairman. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Peace be with you. Assalamualaikum. Po, meron na po akong tanong kay Yusek na Nicolas Felix T. Sir. Opo. Sir, may ano lang po ako. Kasi sabi nyo, ang sinasabi ng batas, maganda po yon. Ang sinasabi ng batas ay pwede ang private individual. May tanong lang po ako, hindi po ba maabuso ito? Kasi halimbawa, meron kang kaaway, gusto ka lang masabit, yung kaaway mo, ginawa lahat to, mapera, tapos magbibigay siya ng, kailangan po ba linangin namin yung batas at siguraduhin pa? Ano po bang inyong maisasuggest?
Sige, salamat po, Senador. Ang pabuya naman, nakasalalay yun sa criminal na complete, no? Sa criminal na action. At hindi naman natin basta-basta mabibigyan ng pabuya ang isang tao kung wala namang warrant of arrest, kung wala namang kaso na hinaharap ang mga subject ng pabuya.
Opo, na sumasang-ayon po ako doon. Ang punto ko po, Yusek, ay halimbawa, ako lang po, nag-away po kami ni Senator Bato. Isang araw, di natin alam, pinakasuhan ako. Dahil siya ay nasa kapangyarihan, ako ay wala sa kapangyarihan, gumawa siya ng paraan. Ngayon, hindi ko alam na may kinausap din siya Sinabi niya dun sa kausap mo, pare, ikaw ang mag-ano ng ano dyan, ng pera dyan, ng reward. So meron na siyang sariling motibo po, di ba po? Hindi po pwede, ako po yung nagsasuggest para kami po yung makagawa ng batas. Ha? Hindi ko po kayo tinuturuan para kayo po ay resource speaker. Kayo po ang magbibigay sa amin ng idea bilang kayo tiga DOJ. Sa tingin niyo po ba dun sa batas may kulang na kailangan ilagay natin dun sa batas na una, kilala natin kung sino tong nagbibigay ng pabuya na ito ay walang pansariling interes na mapahamak yung tao. Yun lang po ang ibig ko pong sabihin.
Maaari po natin tingnan yan, no? Siguro mas maganda i-consultahin natin yung mga privacy experts natin. Kasi nga yung identity ng donor, ano to maaaring consider to na confidential information. At siguro kung mamumungkahi ko po, mag-imbita po tayo ng resource person mula sa National Privacy Commission upang mabigyang linaw to.
Opo, napakaganda po niyan. Siguro maganda din kung sino po yung inireklamo. Dapat siguro, para po sa akin, kailangan, alam niyo po kasi ang batas dapat sa konstitusyon ang linaw na ang isang tao na pinagbibintangan dapat ibigay natin ng full force na siya din naman ay mabigyan ng due process. Ano? So malinaw po yun, sir. Alam niyo naman po yun. Yun lamang po, parang sa akin lang, meron lang baka magamit. Ang batas po, ginagawa na po natin yan. Di ba po, naglilinang tayo ng mga batas para proteksyonan lahat. Kaya maganda po yung suggestion ninyo. Recorded naman po yun, Chairman. Makapag-usap po tayo kung paano natin liliwanagin yan sa batas para ang lahat ng karapatan ng Pilipino ay napapangalagaan. Maraming salamat po, Yusek.
Kaya nga, follow-upan ko lang yung sinabi ni Senator Romeo Padilla. Para sa iyo, Yusek T. Halimbawa, yung nga, sabi niya, ako magkakawaran of arrest. Or ikaw, magkakawaran of arrest ka. Tapos ngayon, kasi ang nakalaban mo, may nasagasaan ka na malaking tao. Ngayon, malaking tao yung mayaman. May pera. May kapangyarihan. Mag-offer siya ngayon ng reward para mahuli ka. Well, it's perfectly legal. As you said, wala tayong problema dyan. Pero yung ethical aspect, moral aspect of that act, na sabihin mo na ganito na pala ang mayaman yung kalaban ko, mabilis akong nahuli. Of course, wala akong question, may warrant ako Pero yung ang pagpatakbo ng justice system ay driven by reward na nanggagaling mismo sa kalaban ko. Di ba? Unfair para sa'yo, di ba? Parang unfair naman itong hustisya na ito. Mabilis akong nahuli dahil mapera yung nag-complain sa akin. Regardless kung ano yung kaso ko. Halimbawa, inagawan ako ng lupa. I was oppressed. Mayroong opresyon. Inagawan ako ng lupa ng tao na yan. Because magaling siya, mayaman siya, kayang-kaya niya akong palabasan ng warrant, nakasuhan ako. Ngayon, siya pa magpuput up ng reward against sa'yo. What do you think? As a ordinary citizen, mukhang merong hindi tama, mukhang legal nga. Kung legal, pero para sa atin, ethically, morally. Ano tingin mo?
Para sa amin po, Senator, Mr. Chairman, yung reward, ibang usapan ng reward doon sa kaso. Yung due process naman, doon sa kaso dumadaan yun Kung,
I'm not talking about the case. Yung pagbibigay ng reward lang ang tinatanong ko. Personal mo na opinion. Kung ikaw ngayon ang hinahanap ng batas, kalaban mo nga may pera, kaya niya mag-put up ng reward. Magbibigay siya ng reward ngayon. Anong feeling mo?
ang opinion po namin, hindi po pinagbabawalan ang pabuya at kumbaga dahil nga ang komunidad
Yung nga,
may
I have heard your
Yeah.
point already. Legal. From the legal point of view, it's perfectly legal. Wala akong problema. Tatanong lang ko sa iba yung about
okay.
personal, moral, ethical. Tao tayo
Mhm.
Hindi ba tayo lahat abogado? Tao tayo. Nagkuhan lang tayo ng tama ba ito? But anyway, we stick to what is legal.
Yes.
Pagdating sa usapan dito, ako lang, I am just approaching you sa human side. Okay? So, thank you. Attorney Torion, you're raising your hand?
Yes, Your Honor. I would just like to politely respond to the statements made by Secretary Abalos, Your Honor, as well as Undersecretary Felix T, that this is not disallowed. In effect, this is legal. With due respect, I disagree, because the provision of Section 7D of Republic Act 6713 is very clear, Your Honor, with due respect to our Honorable Secretary, and that during the press conference, he clearly said that there is this reward, implying implanting into the minds of the people that he already received it. But he clarified it today that he did not receive the award yet. But if we read the law, Your Honor, the clear letters of the law state public officials and employees shall not solicit or accept directly or indirectly. So even indirect acceptance, therefore, Your Honor, is covered within the great prohibition under Section 7D. And what are those disallowed to be indirectly accepted or solicited? Any gift, gratuity, favor, Your Honor, entertainment, loan, or anything of monetary value. The fact that the Secretary, Your Honor, entertained the reward is in effect an indirect favor that he granted upon the person unidentified to put up this award. And this is even made graver, Your Honor, in the light of the fact that this was done in the course of his official duty as the supposed implementer of the law, or in connection with any operation being regulated by or any transaction which may be affected by the functions of their office. He is the Secretary of Interior and Local Government who manages the entire gamut of government operations insofar as law enforcement is concerned. Therefore, he should have high moral as well as legal ethics to refuse such favor, Your Honor, directly or indirectly, because public office is a public trust. Any air of suspicion must be prevented, Your Honor, to be accorded to him. So therefore, if we read cases regarding the Villanueva case, Office of the Ombudsman versus Maria Rowena Regalado, Your Honor, it is very clear that any air of suspicion, if you are a public officer, especially in the case of Secretary Abalos, who heads the PNP, Your Honor, he has direct administrative supervision over the PNP. He commands them, Your Honor. Then he should have exercised that becoming modesty to entertain directly or indirectly any favor from any person, because that would cast aspersion insofar as his reputation. It is illegal under the law, Your Honor. That is being said with due respect, Your Honor.
Yes, Attorney. Before I recognize Secretary Abalos, pakibasa nga ulit yun, yung sinabi mo kayo na gratuity, favor.
Public officials shall not solicit or accept directly or indirectly. Yung word na indirectly eh.
Okay, so
Yung siya
ano yun?
sabit eh. Any gift, gratuity, favor,
Gratuity, favor,
entertainment,
entertainment.
loan, or anything of monetary value. An award has a monetary value. Then he is prohibited from entertaining that directly or indirectly because it has monetary value, especially in this situation, Your Honor, that it is in the course of his official duty. That is Section 7D, Your Honor, or in connection with any operation being regulated by or any transaction which may be affected by the functions of their office. He is supposed to implement the law. Now, he has already invited reward hunters, if you don't want to call it bounty hunters, Your Honor, to go after Pastor Apollo Siquiboloy, even if our motion for reconsideration with the Department of Justice is still sitting, Your Honor. Even if the Department of Justice has not acted upon the case for 4 years, Your Honor, and all of a sudden, it was resolved in the height of the Senate investigation by Senator Hontiveros, Your Honor. And there is now a warrant of arrest, and we are still questioning the validity of the warrant of arrest, Your Honor. And now, the good secretary is offering the reward from private persons. Note, Your Honor, that PNP did not even offer an award. Why, Your Honor? Because they have their own NAPOLCOM memorandum circulars as to what are the requisites before you can put up an award. That is NAPOLCOM Memorandum Circular 2019 as amended by NAPOLCOM Circular number 2021, Your Honor. That's 063. So therefore, Your Honor, the NAPOLCOM is governed, Your Honor, by certain rules as to when you can offer a reward. Yet, the Secretary of Interior and Local Government is all of a sudden is entertaining and is even announcing to the whole world this reward system which is not in accordance with the NAPOLCOM circular, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. You may respond, Secretary Abalos.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Unang-una, sana napakinggan ni Attorney Torion.
Nakikinig po ako.
Yes,
Yes.
dapat lang makinig ka. Ngayon, number one, ako po ay hindi nag-solicit. Never ako nag-solicit. At hanggang ngayon, wala ako natatanggap ni 5. Wala. Hanggang ngayon po, Mr. Chair. Pangalawa, napakaklaro ng sinabi ng Department of Justice. Andito ngayon ang DOJ. Pagdating sa batas, dapat tignan natin ang sinasabi ng Department of Justice at klarong-klaro ang sinasabi ni Yusek Nicolas Felix T. tungkol dito. At pangatlo, sabihin na natin yung sinasabi ninyo, matagal, etc., etc. Kaya naman tumagal to, hindi siya sumusuko eh. Di pasukuin yung si Pastor Kibuloy. Kaya nga nagkaroon tuloy ng warrant of arrest eh. Matitigil lamang to kung siya'y harapin niya ito at sinasabi niyo naman kanina, hindi ko naman sinasabi, klaro naman sinabi ko, he is deemed to be innocent until his guilt is proven. No? So dapat lamang ito. No? So yun naman po ang aking sagot. And let it be on record na yun po ang posisyon ko rito. Thank you so much,
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Chair.
Just a quick
Thank you, Secretary Abalos. You may respond, Attorney Torion.
with due respect to Secretary Abalos, the problem with this explanation is not it only covers one half of the law. What is prohibited, Your Honor, is that public officials and employees shall not solicit or accept directly or indirectly. The fact that he announced it, Your Honor, even if we say that he did not physically accept the money, but offering the word is already an indirect acceptance of that favor, Your Honor. So therefore, it is covered by the law. And being a high officer of the government, he should have exercised the becoming modesty. Pare, baka bawal ito kasi public official, baka may kontrata ka sa akin. Baka sasabihin, tatakbo ako ng senador, baka sasabihin na magsusuporta ka sa akin kasi may kontrata ka sa akin. All of these are being covered within our rules, especially in the light of the fact that Section 3C of RA 3019 likewise prohibits this, Your Honor. That is our only concern here, especially in the light of the fact that we are even questioning the finding of probable cause. The motion for reconsideration, Your Honor, is still pending with the Department of Justice even until now. Yet they allowed the warrant of arrest to be issued. They allowed harassment in the Kingdom of Jesus Christ structures every day, Your Honor, where policemen would be jogging at 5 o'clock in the morning, full of with full battle gear, Your Honor, only clearly to show that they are harassing our members. That is our point, Your Honor.
Thank you, Attorney Torion. Yusek T. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Nais rin namin sumagot dun sa dalawang sinabi ni Attorney Torion. Unang-una tungkol dun sa RA 6713 na sinasabi niya linabag ni Secretary Abalos. Maliwanag naman sa ang pabuya, ang pera, ang salaping maaaring mabigay sa DILG, pinapalabas ni Attorney Torion na ito ay suhol. Hindi ito suhol. Maliwanag sa batas na ito ay magiging suhol kung binigay ito or inulit ito para sa isang pabor. Hindi man nagbibigay ng pabor si Secretary Abalos. Ginagawa lang niya ang kanyang tungkulin, ang aming tungkulin na may patupad ng ating mga batas. Ang pangalawang gusto namin sagutin ay ang pagsabi niya. Ang sinabi niya ng DOJ daw ay nagkamali dahil hindi namin na-actionan agad ang appeal laban kay Pastor Kibuloy. Itong issue na to, unang-una, nasa korte na to. Kumbaga, kung gagamitin natin yung sinabi ni Attorney Torion kanina, sub judice na ito. So, kumbaga, sinasabi niya na si Secretary Abalos, linalabag ang sub judice rule, ngayon, ginagawa din niya. At bukod doon, ang korte mismo ang nag-issue ng warrant of arrest laban kay Pastor Kibuloy. So ibig sabihin, para sa korte, may ebidensya at walang mali ginawang ang DOJ doon sa pagdesisyon sa kaso ni Pastor Kibuloy. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
If I may, Your Honor,
Thank you, Authority. Yusek,
with due respect po,
Authority
kay
yun. Go ahead.
Undersecretary Te, wala po akong sinabing suhol. Ang sinabi ko dito, yung public official shall not solicit and accept directly or indirectly any gift, gratuity, or favor. Wala po akong sinabi. I just quoted the law as it is, Your Honor. And with due respect to Secretary Abalos, baka meron talaga sipyat po dito. No? Kasi nga, yung Napolcom nga, meron nga silang clear parameters na-explain ko na last hearing po yung Napolcom Memorandum Circular. Kaya siguro yung PNP hindi put up ng reward, because if we will base it on their parameters, Your Honor, yung pinakamataas nga si Sahiron ay 6.7 million lang ata. Si Pastor Kibuloy 10 million. Oo. So, even if we base it upon the parameters of the Napolcom Memorandum Circular, which actually has its own committee, Your Honor, committee on reward. No, they have their generals who will discuss these matters and apply the parameters before they would come up with the reward. They did not even put up that reward. Why? Because Pastor Apollo Kibuloy would not fit into the parameters set by the Napolcom Memorandum Circular. And then, sinabi ko na nagkamali ang DILG. Hindi po ako nagsabi nagkamali. Although, nag-file kami ng motion for reconsideration po sa DILG kasi sa tingin po namin, medyo kailangan po yun wastuhin. Pero yung sub judice rule, alam ko po na si Undersecretary Te, alam niya na if you are only discussing as to what happened, as to the procedural incidents of the case, that's not sub judice. But if he has a jurisprudence, Supreme Court decisions which can enlighten me, I am willing to learn, Your Honor. But as of my reading, Your Honor, that is not sub judice. Sub judice happens when you now narrate the declarations of a particular person in his affidavit and ascribe it to be rightful, just like, with due respect to Secretary Abalos, just like what he did a few minutes ago. That's sub judice.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. I just would like to state for the record that the sub judice rule does not apply in any legislative inquiry. It was already ruled by the Supreme Court. Kung kinakailangan namin yung mga impormasyon na yan galing sa ating mga resource person, sub judice rule does not apply according to the Supreme Court. Kung required yan ng committee. But before I recognize you want to ask question? Okay. After you, Secretary Abalos. Attorney Torion, if you're wondering why, bakit yung sa PNP yung pinaka violent na terorista, ang nakalagay lang doon, as you said, 1.2 million? Or ilang million ba yun? Pinakamataas? 6.7 million. Pinaka Sayron, 6.7 million. I-compare mo ngayon kay Pastor Kibuloy, 10 million pesos. Itong 6.7 million, government funds ito, kaya
Galing sa
limitado. Kung
gobyerno.
maraming pera ang PNP, baka mga 20 million pa yan kung sobra-sobra ang pera ng PNP. Pero limitado ang pera ng PNP, kaya kinakalibrate lang ng PNP yung pagbigay ng reward. Pero itong dito sa nag-offer kay Secretary Abalos na mga civilian entities, baka mga mayayaman, may kaya, so they can put up more money. Pakinggan muna natin after Senator Ruben Padilla, I will recognize Secretary Abalos. Go ahead, Senator Padilla.
Maraming salamat po. Gusto ko lamang po uli balikan si Yusek Nicolas Felix T. Kasi po, kasalukuyan na po kami nag-uusap ng aking legis para po kung ano pa yung pwede nating gawin doon sa batas. Gusto ko lang pong linawin uli, parang verification lang po kanina sinabi nyo kasi iba pa rin ang bounty at reward. Yung bounty po para sa convicted. Yung reward para po sa accused pa lang.
At pwede din po reward sa impormasyon lang.
Informasyon lang.
Nagagawin ng akusado.
Opo. Yung pero,
Pero,
sige po.
I would like to correct you, Senator Ruben Padilla. ang nakalagay doon sa konbiktado na mga terrorist, reward pa rin ang nakalagay doon. Reward pa rin. So ibig sabihin, actually interchangeable yung word na yan, bounty or reward, depende nga how you term it. Kasi nakalagay talaga sa PNP, reward. Please continue.
Paano po yun? Ano, pareho po ba ang gravity nun? Halimbawa lang po, nagtatanong lang po kami ha. Wala po akong gustong anuhin dito. Nagtatanong lang po kami para makagawa po kami ng tama kung ano yung kailangan ng batas. Opo. So paano po yun? Magkaparehas po ba ang gravity ng accused at ang convicted na? Yung force po na, yung strong arm of the law, pareho po ba yun?
Iba po yun. Iba po yun. Ang convicted, ano na yun, wala na po siyang presumption of innocence. So mas nakakabuti na mas karapat-dapat pa no, na maaresto ang mga taong nakatulan na.
So masasabi po natin na kapag accused, hindi po kailangan ng force na matindi, ng gano'n? Ano po ba? Coercive force lang ang gamit? O ano po ba? Walang distinction. Walang distinction. Basta pinaghahanap ka ng batas. Wanted ka, convicted ka, o accused ka pa lang. Basta pinaghahanap ka ng batas. Parehas yan. Ganun po.
Nasa implementation na po yun, Mr. Senator. Sa ano po, nasa rules of court naman natin, sa rules of arrest, pag ano po, maaari pong gumamit ng necessary means ang ating mga layas habang ini-implement ng warrant of arrest.
Apo. Salamat po. May tanong lang po ako sa ating mga kasama po sa KOJC. General, opo. Hindi po ba kayo nakaramdam ng parang medyo iba ang trato sa inyo ng batas?
Magandang araw po muli. Salamat po sa tanong, Senator Padilla. Mula-mula po talagang wala na po kaming nararamdamang batas. Lahat po kasi hindi na po nabigyan ng chance si Pastor, kami sa KOJC. Magmula po sa kaso ng una sa SMNI, wala na rin po. Puro naman po hindi naaayon sa batas yung paglilitis, yung pagkuklose ng SMNI. Ngayon kay Pastor po, sinabi na ni Pastor, si Pastor yung masunurin sa batas kasi nagtuturo siya ng mabuti sa amin. Hindi niya talaga to aatrasan. Hindi talaga. Kasi gusto niya talaga makakuha ng katotohanan. Kaso po, sa nangyayari po ngayon dito sa ating pamahalaan, wala po kasi kaming matanggap na yung parang justice, secretary. Kasi parang na-weaponize na po lahat ng agency sa DOJ, ang tagal ng kaso, binuhay, sineparate, dinagdagan, naging human trafficking na yung rape, naging may ngayon nga may AMLA na, may money laundering na freeze na yung mga assets namin. Lahat sa Kongreso, sa Senado, wala po talaga yun po yung nararamdaman namin ngayon. Kaya
Sana i-exempt mo itong committee na ito.
kaya nga, nagpapasalamat po talaga kami for the first time. Salamat, nakikinig naman ng lahat ng buong kingdom citizen dito sa Pilipinas, maging sa buong bansa, buong mundo. Nakikiisa sila sa amin ngayon sa pagharap, kahit nung first na nabigyan talaga kami ng boses sa unang pagkakataon lang po talaga ito na, ay salamat, meron pa pala talagang nakikinig at magbibigay sa atin ng pagkakataon na maitama naman. Kaya papasalamat po talaga, malaki pong papasalamat namin Senator Robin in behalf sa lahat po ng KOJC. Ganun lang din po kanina naman talaga ang gusto lang naman namin malaman. So nag-uusap tayo ng batas kung reward ba o bounty. For the sake sa amin din 'yon. Biglang nagkaroon ng patong sa ulo si Pastor. Kaya sa amin na sino 'yon? Magtatanong talaga kami, bakit meron kaibigan ba namin, kilala ba namin, o may kaaway ba si Pastor? Meron bang nagkaka-interest kay Pastor na mawala siya? Ganon. Bakit may influence ba si Pastor? Anong bang interest nila kay Pastor? Bakit ganon na lang talaga sila atat na atat? Grabe sila kung mangharas. Bakit si Pastor, ang dami namang problema ng Pilipinas, ang dami namang kriminal, ang dami namang mga drug bust nila na ayaw ko kung totoo o hindi. Bakit wala po yan? Bakit si Pastor, yun po ang nararamdaman namin ng buong Kingdom Nation. Nananahimik kami. Sabi nila nananahimik ang pulis. Kami yung nananahimik. Wala ibang tinuturo si pastor kundi pagmamahal.